If you love vintage clothing, then we have a new place that you will want to check out. This lady turned her love of vintage into a business that deals with celebrity clients.
Ooh la la. Michelle Oliver takes us inside the Homegrown store called Virgie Geroux.
Located on the second floor of this building in Pontiac is a vintage store filled with sparkling jewelry, lacy negligees, and beautiful dresses.
I remember as a young girl going shopping with my mother and Virgie, and we would go to garage sales. And there's a very specific time where I bought 3 rhinestone brooches and a Levi jacket for $1 and a box of Harlequin Romance novels for $0.25. And that really defines who I am and what my store is about. I always collected, I always bought for myself, and this became an obsession and maybe a bit of hoarding, and I decided at one point I had to sell these things.
So Kelly Sykes opened her business, Virgie Geroux, formerly known as Chi-Chi and the Greek.
My grandmother's been the hugest inspiration and support to me. She's obviously Virgie, and she really taught me how to be a lady. And she always told me I could do anything I wanted to do. And I wanted to do something to show her how much she meant to me.
Over the years, her business grew into the store it is today, with women's items dating from the 1980s all the way back to the 1920s. But what she has in here is just the tip of the iceberg.
So I've collected for 20 years hardcore, and I've sold for about 7 years. I probably have one of the biggest collections that one could have in Michigan of vintage. So I try to get as much in the store without overwhelming people, but I'm constantly unpacking new things, and I'm constantly, unfortunately, buying things all the time.
Her carefully curated collection eventually caught the attention of Hollywood.
I sell to films, TV shows, designers, other vintage stores, very well-known vintage stores, and I love it, but it's a lot of hard work. Mainly what I enjoy is the one-on-one when people come into the store, because I get to hear their stories of maybe their mother or their grandmother. It's a very beautiful experience because it's jogging all of these memories.
Another thing she loves to do is help style her clients.
When women want to go, say, to a vintage party, and they want to dress from the 50s, 9 times out of 10, they want to look like Betty Draper. I specialize in looking at a woman and saying, okay, yes, you can wear something from the 50s, but not the fit and flare. Maybe the wiggle dress or another type of silhouette would flatter you better.
So these are some things you picked out for me?
Yes.
Awesome.
So this is from the 50s because, it's a great cupcake kind of dress,
oh, yeah.
Really. And then this is from the 40s. Another 50s type dress, but not as fancy, but again, a fitted waist and flared out.
More everyday.
Yep. I just bought what I thought was really beautiful, and that spoke to me. Everything in here I would wear. So you're kind of walking into my closet.
Cool.
Yeah, Virgie Geroux is located at 7 Saginaw Street in Pontiac on the 2nd floor. And most items range around, about $40. That's not bad.
She also gave Michelle Oliver some tips on how to care for vintage clothing, which she will post along with the piece on Live in the D at the webpage and at forliveinthed.com. There you have it on the screen right there, the banner there. If you're interested in preserving your vintage item.
Yeah, why buy something lovely and not know how to take care of it?
Exactly.
Yep.